Hey everyone, Jason Long with Brainleaf here, and tonight we're going to talk about what do you do if you have a team member that is doing pretty well and then just starts to drop off. They start missing things, they start missing meetings, they start just not doing a good job. How do you handle this situation? So there's a lot of different kind of like corporate ways to do this, but these are going to be kind of like the strategies, the tactical step-by-step things to do that are not like, you know, penalties and that kind of thing. So this is what I do. And by the way, I'm bringing this one up tonight because this was something I dealt with just today, and I think that it's absolutely worth talking about for you guys. So this is what I do. So first off, ask, has the person gotten anything new added to their plate? Were they doing a good job with one set of work, and now you've got another set of work that that's being added to them? If that's the case, maybe you just need to take that thing away. Or maybe you need to help them understand how to get things done better. A lot of times what happens is somebody is used to doing one particular set of things, and they have, you know, like a process for doing those things. They have a time they do it, they have a way they do it, they have, you know, all the different pieces, and then you add something else to the plate, and it's not that they can't do the other thing, it's more of a structural problem for them, a process problem. Now they don't know, like, what time do I do this other thing? Do I do this first? Do I do this second? Maybe they don't know how to manage their time. Maybe they're so used to like getting up in the morning, doing this one thing and processing through that flow all day, and now they don't know how to add the other piece to their workflow. So what I usually do is I meet with them and I talk to them about, you know, like, how are things going, what's going on, and then we put in place a few metrics to measure their success in their job. So going in and saying, okay, well, you're currently having these kinds of issues. Let's say they're making mistakes in posting some kind of data or writing some kind of code. They have X number of mistakes. Start tracking those number of mistakes and say, you know, you're measured in your success during this time period by how much you decrease these items. And make sure that you've got somebody that's checking these things, whether it's you or another team member that can just cross-check and make sure that that person is being checked up on. And right, just, you know, like, it can be like 5 minutes, it can be 10 minutes, it can be an hour if it's gotta be, but it shouldn't be like a really big set of things. The next level up, like, so a lot of times, by the way, that fixes the problem. That just takes care of it. Like, now they have a goal, they have a metric, they know what they're responsible for, and they can go forward with that. That very, very often just solves the problem. However, if that's not working, a lot of times the problem is just, like I said in the very beginning, a time management issue. So what I've done is I'll meet with that team member, and I'll actually help them plan their day. So we'll talk about what do they have to do, what are the interruptions, what are the meetings they've got, etc., etc. And we'll meet, and we'll actually pull up their calendar and schedule their day for them from the time they get started in the morning till the time they're done in the afternoon, on the days they work if they don't work every day, and just plan out the entire day for them. And what I mean by this is work with them to plan this out. Like, how much time does this take you? Okay, let's block an hour here for it. Let's actually block an hour and a half to make sure you got extra time unless something goes wrong. And then the next thing, then an hour and a half or an hour or whatever for lunch. And then you know, block the whole day out for them. And that assists them in managing their time and getting it back under control. Because, like I said, most of the time they have this thing they're good at in the beginning, and they can't manage their time after that. So if they've got the time set up for them, and they've got the tasks set up for them, and the metrics that you're tracking, and you with those metrics, you have to actually have a meeting once a week. Really, it should be once a week to go over those metrics. So if you have a team meeting and people have metrics, pull up those metrics and look at how people are doing in front of everybody, the entire team, everybody's stuff. Person 1 is doing this, here's their metrics, person 2, person 3, person 4, etc. And this is, by the way, usually more like team metrics, department metrics, etc. Like it's usually a lot more than just one person, or like, you know, kind of like somebody screwing this up, so we need to make sure this is right. It's going to be something you group into everybody else's stuff and keep your cadence on every single week. So going back to it, if you do those two main things, that usually takes care of the problem. If the person is now being measured on these things and they're not making their goals, then you have a really easy way to say like, okay, well, you have a warning, you need to make this goal on this thing. Like that is success in this job. And if you don't make that goal, they get another warning. Hey, you know, if you can't make this goal, then we can't work together because you have to be able to make this goal to work at this company. And then the third time, like, okay, you know, you haven't made this goal, so we need to go ahead and terminate our contract together. So it makes terminating somebody really easy, because they know that it's coming. They know that it's not just like, oh, you know, I got something out of the blue saying I'm fired. No, like this has been, you know, weeks or months in the making, and they haven't made the goal over and over again. And then, you know, it's not good for them, it's not good for you. They shouldn't be working there anyway if they can't do the goals, or you need to move them to a different position, or you need to take some responsibilities away and cut their pay and still see if they can make goals with that. There's other things you can do as well, but those are the main things that I do to help team members be successful. So remember, this isn't a punitive thing. This isn't like punishing people. This isn't anything about that. This is all about helping your team be successful and helping your company be successful. So I hope this is helpful. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.